minutes, that's it. We're cutting it off.
To tag appropriately as you like.
Which one is it?
Let me know when you get it.
It's
Sci-Fi Monkeys.
Sci-fi monkeys.
You retweet and tag us all. You retweet us all the time.
Just share it away. Share it
So,
away.
So how's it going?
how do you like it Ellensburg so far? I mean, once you get in, the story to Ellensburg is always better than.
Okay, so this is the deal. Like last night, or the night before I went out, I did a movie in Asia with a bunch of friends of mine, co-producing film. One of my producing partners, dude Chris Pang, from Crazy Rich Asians, and we were out karaoke in LA.
There you go.
In Japantown, which was super fun, except we were out till 3 a.m. in the morning.
We know about those nights.
Yeah, which was a fun night, except for my flight to Washington at 6 a.m.
Straight to LA?
Yeah, so I was like 3 a.m. and they're like, let's go get some late night food. I'm like, yeah, this is the deal that my flight is at 6 a.m. and I haven't packed one. So I raced home, put a few clothes in a backpack, went to the airport and slept on the plane, and went to Seattle first, and then kind of like Moses, I don't know where I was at. I feel like I was in a dream state. Got into a smaller plane, and then we landed in Yakima.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the hell?
It's a little bit different than LA.
Yeah,
I'll put it
so
that
we
way.
got to Yakima, and you guys sent the car out to me, which was very cool. A very nice lady picked me up in a little Toyota Prius, and she said, oh, we're like another 45 minutes away. I was like, what?
More traveling?
Yeah, so we were driving. Very beautiful, though. Like, it was very beautiful. Planes, like, I was taking
The
pictures.
rolling fields, yeah.
Rolling fields, there was some mountain stuff going on, and then I fell asleep in the car. Then I woke up, I guess on Main Street, and then I kind of was hungry, and I just started walking. It was pretty cold a little bit.
It was
Oh,
chill
yeah,
last
that's
night.
It was a little
Last night,
chilly.
this morning.
I went to go look at. I ate at a place called Daily Home Daily Bread.
Roadhouse?
Well, I did the Roadhouse last night, but for lunch I had the Daily Mercantile. And it was so good. The bread and the soup was really, I didn't know where I was. I didn't still. I was like, where am I? And I was like, did you guys make this bread? Like, yeah, we made this bread. Like, you guys made this bread? All right, let's have a sandwich.
There you go.
I went shopping a little bit, a little ranch and something.
You got a cowboy hat, didn't you?
I didn't get a cowboy hat. They had some Wrangler jeans and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
That's cool.
you like beer, right?
I heard there's a pub crawl going on.
There's a pub
It's gonna
crawl
happen.
going on, but like Yakima, the hops grown in almost all American beer that matters is grown in the greater Yakima
Really?
Valley.
It's
Really?
true.
So if you like beer,
You're in the right place.
you're in the right
We're gonna
place.
hit like 4 or 5 little pubs tonight.
Oh yeah.
There's one we stumbled across. I brought my lovely wife, and we were exploring the city. Is it Shooters?
Yeah!
Coolest bar ever, right?
Locals are enthusiasts.
Oh no, it's like for us in Renton area, we have like a little 8-bit bar where it's more pinball,
Okay.
like kind of more retro games. I walked into this bar and I was like, what? It's like PS4s,
Oh, cool.
like Nintendo 64s, and a full bar.
Ooh.
It's dangerous. I
You
don't.
gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
We'll figure out how to get there.
We'll get you there.
Yeah.
We'll get you there one way or another.
And a really jaunty bartender. Like he was really dapper.
He was.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to dress up more.
Yeah.
He was like in a suit and tie, and I was just like, oh, I'm a
I felt like a schlub. I was like, what's going on here?
You're a pirate.
You're a pirate. And we know how he feels about pirates.
Oh,
We kill pirates. All grown-ups are pirates.
We're gonna give them Lost Boys. Well, I mean, we're here to kind of ask you about your career and celebrate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Rufio chant when you came in. I mean,
I know.
that's where I knew you from originally.
Right? That's a great character, and it's kind of crazy doing that because Rufio's been around for over 25 years now.
Yeah.
In Hook, and it's fascinating. It's great to see a certain generation that grew up with Hook and with Rufio, and that film has kind of become a vernacular of a certain generation, which is cool. And I remember like when it all started coming back nostalgia-wise, and Skrillex released Bangarang, and Homestuck had Rufio show up, and like it's like all of a sudden part of pop culture. Like, Rufio and like a lot of people, kids just kind of there's people that they say things from the movie that just have nothing to do with the movie. They just use it in their everyday life, like from like things like "There You Are, Peter" to like a lot of the insults, there's like a lot of people in generations use these kind of things. And so it's interesting to kind of be a part of that.
Well, I mean, I know for me, anytime I'm like taking control of the situation, I'm like, I got the pan sword now. I'm the pan.
I'm the pan.
I mean,
You are the pan. You are the
I
pan.
use that, in my daily life.
I would say
too.
he's used that 3 times this week
There
already.
you go. So it's actually fascinating to be a part of the whole thing, because Peter Pan is one of those stories that have been around longer than any of us in this room have been alive, and probably gonna be around longer than any of us are gonna be around. And it's not I'm a Star Wars fan, and Harry Potter fan. I'm part of these big kind of IPs, but kind of Peter Pan goes beyond a franchise. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And so to be a part of a fairy tale is pretty wild. It's actually surreal. When people, you see people cosplay and they go to Disneyland or whatnot. You see they'll do Peter Pan. Someone dresses as Peter Pan. Someone dresses as Captain Hook or the crocodile or Tinkerbell or whatnot. And then all of a sudden, this character that I helped create, this little.
Pops out with 3 mohawks.
Yeah, the 3 mohawks, and then suddenly goes to the root field, and you're like, oh my goodness. And Rufio's forever a part of this mythology. Like even when they did Once Upon a Time on TV.
Well, that TV
they
series,
did the Peter Pan thing.
There was no Rufio on there, though,
No, but there's a
unfortunately.
Rufio Peter Pan thing. There's a scene where they got into a sword fight, and Captain Hook says, remember what happened to Rufio?
Oh, that's a low blow.
Yeah,
That's not
it's a low
okay.
blow. It's just fascinating to go, wow, it's just that it continues to be part of the story forever, which is great.
Yeah. I think that's like the only real death that's ever happened in like Neverland, really, if you think about it. Like you see the pirates fall into water,
Right.
but you never
Lost his
actually,
hand.
yeah, you never really get to see somebody like actually die. So it was such a big moment for the movie, I feel
and
like.
for Spielberg film, I think, well, I'm not one of the only kids who got killed in Steven Spielberg.
He was out to get you, man.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
But I mean, how was that? I mean, there are so many just amazing actors in that. I mean,
Yeah.
like Robin, Dustin. I mean, did you work with any of them?
Yeah, I worked
in
with all
other
of them.
roles?
We did, we shot that film for over 8 months, and I spent a lot of time rehearsing for that film. But I was 15 when I did the film, and I started acting when I was 10. And so by the time I was 15, I was already young.
A seasoned actor.
Seasoned young. But I studied for over 20 years in the service. I was always been a very serious actor. When you're doing a film like Hook, when you're working with stars of that caliber, I was old enough to really understand who I was working with. And I always tell young actors, young artists, I love coming to cons because it's kind of like our people, it's filled with creatives, whether they be cosplayers or visual artists or actors or voice actors or filmmakers or YouTubers. I mean, this is who we are, and this is kind of, it's fun to be around creatives. But I like to remind creatives to know when you're in the presence of greatness, because when you're in the presence of greatness, you're able to kind of sit there and really witness just amazing things. I would come to the set of Hook on my days off to just sit by the camera and be around Steven Spielberg, probably the height of his powers, and be around Robin Williams, who's probably the greatest improv actor. He was really the pioneer that brought improv acting to film. And I was a fan of Robin since Morgan Lindy and watching things World According to God, Dead Poets Society, one of my favorite films to this day. And then Dustin Hoffman, he's a god.
Seriously.
He's like in the pantheon. He's like on the Mount Rushmore of the 70s actors that really changed the face of action forever. So I know. So I would come and watch Dustin work, and I tell young artists, like, when you're around greatness, the presence of greatness, be there, watch it, just be a sponge. I really, I like to compare it to being able to be in the room to watch Picasso paint or Mozart conduct a symphony. Like, these are crazy, crazy things. When you're around those kind of artists, you're really around the gods of our industry. It's really amazing.
How was it? Did he do a question about Robin? Did he do any improv on the set of Hook?
Yeah,
Was it a
always.
lot of improv that kind of Spielberg was like, you just do your thing, you just get out there and go do it?
Robin would always do what was written first, and a lot of times he'll turn to Steven and one more.
Can I do one more?
Yeah, one more means like we're just gonna roll with it, and we're gonna let Robin do his thing, and the other actors we just kind of keep up. You
Yeah.
know, trying to keep up. There's things that I always tell people, the strategies you have, because he's an amazing improv actor before people were really improvising in films. And you had a few different choices, I think, you know. You kind of just get steamrolled by them.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do. Try to improv them, or you can, you just get steamrolled by them, basically. My strategy was I would just kind of like let him talk for a little bit, then I would just jump to the next line. You know? And
Just
then
let him do his
go.
thing.
Like, okay, then what am I gonna say this line?
Find my spot, find my spot.
But also, he's just a very loving, kind of very giving actor. Who's really a great mentor to me.
It's awesome. I mean, like, we've kind of grown up with your work, and I mean, people know you for Hook, people know you for like Last Airbender. Some of the bit roles you've done. I mean, I was looking at your IMDb because I'm like, okay, I recognize it from something, and then I realized you were in Entourage. And you were the shoe designer and the Fukijama with the spray painter. I mean, like, how much of like your natural love of, you know, art or doing things kind of influences your desire to do a role? Because I mean, that was the spray paint artist that did all this stuff.
All the high-end sneakers and
Yeah.
Entourage. Yeah, I think with the way the casting works is, you know, the thing about acting is like you're stuck with the character stuck with you. So there's always a lot of you in every character you play, and there's a lot of character, you know, just kind of that relationship comes with you. So, yeah, I think that's a really cool character for me. Like, really went along with who I was as an artist, and who I am as an artist. Because I grew up in the hip hop generation, and I was a b-boy before I was an actor, and so even to this day, 30 years later in the industry, you know, I still consider myself a hip hop artist. I just said I'm an actor, writer, producer, but still the same energy of what got me into the arts as far as hip hop, b-boy, and that generation, how we looked at the world, still at the world.
So like the LL Cool J's, Run
Yeah,
DMC.
all this stuff.
So we gotta ask now, we're on this.
Yeah.
Top 3 hip hop groups.
3 all time.
All time.
All
I
time.
mean, Tribe Called Quest.
Take a run there.
You know, I mean, there's some 3 only.
Three.
Tribe
You can do
Called
5.
Quest.
You can do 5. I was sure.
I mean, Jay-Z is all time.
Who's Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z. West Coast rap. I mean,
Doesn't have to be
Common.
West Coast.
I like Common. I like the lyricism of Common. I like, I mean, groups. Wu-Tang Clan is really.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang for the children. Wu-Tang with the comics and Kung Fu Kids really was a part of stuff I was doing growing up. And, I mean, on the spot, you're like, I don't know. You know, Biggie. I'm a New York rap fan for sure.
That makes sense.
So I mean, were you more the rapper, or were you you were doing the b-boy? But did you ever throw the cardboard down and
Yeah,
kind of
no,
run your
we
sticks?
started, my whole thing, me and my brothers were, before we became actors and moved to LA, we were from the San Francisco Bay Area, and we were b-boys in San Francisco in the 80s, golden era of hip hop.
Adidas track jackets and all.
Yeah,
Like.
I tell people like,
Kangle or
Oh, yeah.
yeah, totally. I always tell people we all started. My whole life in entertainment world started at the ground level of the entertainment world, which is actually the ground. We were on the streets of San Francisco, Pier 39, Telegraph Avenue, in Berkeley, cardboard box, boom box, hat out, and we were just kids in the street making money on the weekends. We were a crew called the Street Freaks, and we became one of the most popular crews in the Bay Area. Over a year's time, I think we won over 30 breakdance competitions, and then we got scholarships in San Francisco Ballet Company, started studying ballet, became part of the San Francisco Ballet Breakers, and then we started, we did performances for San Francisco 49ers, halftime shows, we did shows for the Oakland A's, so we were like B-boys, and then we decided at that time, do you want to go from being a big fish in a small pond in the Bay Area into the ocean that is Hollywood? And so me and my brothers and my parents jumped into a van and moved to LA and became actors and dancers in LA. And I moved when I was 10. That's when I was 10. So all that happened before I was 10.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah.
Is there a good chance we can feed you enough beers to get you to breakdance tonight? I want one head spin. I want one head
full
spin.
African Bambaataa.
I mean, I got to finally dance in a movie years later. A movie with Dante Basco called Take the Lead.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Where we were all these like kind of urban kids that got in trouble and part of our like whole detention and everything was like learning.
I-
ballroom dancing.
I remember that movie.
I actually just remember that movie. That was a good. You know what? It's funny. I actually remember your character now.
Yeah, the
Because you were kind of the bad kid
I wasn't
there.
bad, but I'm always bad.
So they're never gonna cast you as like the nice guy.
You know, who knows? I mean, I'm always a bad kid that turns good. And it's always like Zuko and Rufio have to go. Even technically, like, I'm like the bad kid that becomes good again. And they're like, you're so good. And I'm like, I've been doing the same thing.
You're like, I'm not acting actually.
Well, I mean, it's like you've got kind of that Lou Diamond Phillips quality where you can play like any nationality you want,
Yeah.
and they'll cast you for anything.
Lou's a great guy. Because we're both, he's Filipino also. So
Yeah.
I'm not Filipino, so I think being Filipino, there's just we're mixed.
Yeah.
Like summer between Asian and with that, it's like, yeah, you can play almost anything. All right, cool.
Have you worked with Lou? Like,
I have not worked with Lou. I've partied with Lou.
I mean, I grew up with Young Guns
Oh, Young
and
Guns.
the Bamba, so I'm
He's
and,
amazing.
and you have that same kind of quality where it
Lou's a
doesn't,
great guy.
doesn't matter what the casting is, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll go in and kill
I
it.
can fit in.
Yeah. Is there any other roles? Because I mean, you've done everything from Hook to voiceovers. Is there any role that you? I'm assuming Rufio is probably one of your favorite roles, but what's your
Yeah.
absolute favorite role that you want, if had the chance to do, would to
To
continue
do more.
Oh, to
Yeah.
do more. There's things. I mean, you know, with actors, like I said, I've been around a long time. You just have a short memory. If you dwell on everything you audition for, you get you'd be like, you'd be depressed. But there are things that can go by. You don't know. Everyone. I always feel like you get what you. We have a saying on our crew, and that's to get what you get and don't get upset, because you have no reason why you get certain roles and you don't get certain roles, and it's not always who's the best actors. There's so many different assets that have to kind of fall into place for you to do things. And now that as I write and produce, I understand that more so, because sometimes we just can't always cast the best actors. It depends on how the rest of the crews go together. There's so many different things that have nothing to do with the actor himself half the time. So I understand that now. But as far as roles that we're kind of pursuing, I don't know. I mean, growing up, I actually auditioned for Robin several times over the years.
Really?
Both in the live action. Tim Burton was going to do Robin in one of the films. I met Tim Burton.
That was the follow up to like the '89 Batman,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Where he was
After
supposed
forever,
to. Yeah.
after the Penguin and Catwoman.
But it didn't end up happening. But it was cool to meet Tim Burton and just
Yeah.
be considered to play with Robin, because they wanted to do like a real like urban kind of different ethnic Robin.
Yeah.
They wanted to do that again later on during the Schumacher version, and I read a lot for that. They ended up going with Chris O'Donnell, of course, and I was like, he's definitely not urban.
No.
She's more urban than Edge. What's going on there?
that set of a woman is not.
Yeah. But that character, and then over the years, I've actually auditioned for him vocally a bunch of times. I was one of their Robin, but he never got to play him. But it's a cool character. I'm a Marvel guy anyway, but Robin's good.
I'm the DC guy over here.
DC's cool. I never know.
Like, so you auditioned for Robin. I mean, if you could pick a character out of the Marvel verse, the DC verse,
Yeah.
the Dark Horse verse, it doesn't matter. Pick three that you're
I
like,
don't know.
I would love to be this, either live action or voice.
I really always loved Nightcrawler.
That's his
Excalibur level.
Oh, yeah, I always
Nightcrawler's
loved,
one of
yeah,
my favorites.
Nightcrawler's awesome. I
That'd
mean,
be
all the
fun,
X-Men
that'd be a
were
fun
cool.
character.
From the
X-Men's
first-
my favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
I don't know who else. I mean,
So really, you just want a sword in your hand.
yeah.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? And there's other things like there's other projects that we're doing that we're just kind of creating, we're putting together. So we'll see what happens.
Like, well, I mean,
We have a film.
what can you tell us about?
Well, there's a film that we put together called Bad Asians. Me and this kid, big YouTuber named Tim Delgado, who's a wild out, really cool, funny actor. It's kind of like the younger version of me, which is cool. And it's kind of that film's kind of like Bad War for Asian Americans.
That's
So I'm more
awesome.
like the Will Smith character. He's more like the Kevin Hart, kind of like Mark Lawrence character, where solving these cats that go to Asia and solve crime becomes like big trouble in China. So we're set up that
Oh,
way.
that's gonna be fun.
And there's a bunch of
I
know, there's
everything
no-
you say. It's like
it's just creative, at this point in my career now, I'm like bona fide adult industry. I'll always be a gun for hire for Hollywood, which is great, but there's also things that, as a storyteller, as a filmmaker, that I want to make for myself and also for the next generation and create soil for like the new kids to kind of come up and flourish and prosper. Really.
I mean, what did you watch growing up? I mean, you just said Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh, yeah.
which I will watch that movie now. I mean, it's so many terrible 80s stereotypes, but at the same time,
So cool.
so cool and great to watch.
Like Kurt Russell, that movie's
When someone puts the back of your favorite head up against the wall, yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of things Kurt Russell did throughout that movie. Tombstone with the big Tombstone growing up. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's different things on Dead Poets Society was a really big film for me growing up. I don't know. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Can't go wrong with Star Wars.
I don't know.
I mean, what in the Star Wars verse? I mean, you look at it, and I mean, it has diversified a bunch
Right.
in this new generation. Is there anything
It's
you can-
fascinating what's going on with this stuff. How you
Yeah.
like it? How you like it?
I like it. I like. There's a lot of people that have been. The biggest excuse me. The biggest complaint to me that drives me crazy is they're like, it's just like A New Hope, and I'm like, that's the point. Like they're trying to like mimic the series almost, you know.
People always reach out to me about Kylo and Zuko parallels. And
You're like, okay.
well, yeah, I see certain things, but you know,
Zuko's not
Zuko
as
did
whiny.
not kill his dad. And his
Kind of
dad-
Spoiler alert!
And, I'm sorry, spoiler alert. And his dad is not, you know, the most popular or one of the most popular
The
characters.
greatest
Yeah.
scoundrel of all time.
You know, so we'll see if that redemption's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's still time.
There's
He needs to die, right?
I think so.
I don't know. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And I got to voice a character in Star Wars Rebels, John Kell. So it's kind of cool to have like be a part of, you know,
A little piece.
a little piece of one of the franchises you grew up with. So it's cool to be a part of franchises like Peter Pan or like Avatar, Last Airbender. It's also be cool. But the things you grew up with as
Yeah.
a kid, it's like really.
I mean, did you have the Darth Vader cases with all
I
the Star Wars?
didn't. No, I didn't have a dog. I was more of a rebel dude. More of
That's
a
what I'm
rebel
talking
guy.
about.
Well, I know, but that was the carrying case.
Yeah, he was.
Darth
I
Vader
remember
case.
that.
I had the Millennium Falcon one that opened up and had the character
That's
slots.
cool. We had the lightsaber. Like now the kids have the cool lightsabers.
That make noises?
We had like the janky like red, like the red flashlight with the PVC pipe on it.
Yeah, and it had the hole at the end, like it wasn't
Yeah,
even
it had the
close
hole
to
at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't even close to the top,
And
and it
now-
broke as soon as you hit your brother.
Right.
Yeah.
But now the kids have all the cool stuff. It's awesome. But having a little piece of that world's cool.
Yeah. I mean, are you enjoying where kind of the evolution of some of these stories you grew up with? I mean, we talked about Star Wars. They're the old timers that hold firm and tight. But I mean, like when you get the stories and the new ideas on like Rufio or
Yeah.
just like because you were working. Are you
On a
working
Rufio
on a
movie?
Rufio project?
Yeah, you know that project we produced a short film that got funded on Kickstarter by the fans. Like it got funded like it was so quick.
You posted it and it was already done. You're like,
Right.
okay
We
then.
got, you know, because that film, we did a film, for you guys that don't know, we did a film called Bangwang. It's on my YouTube channel right now. It's kind of the origin story of Rufio. But how that project happened was it's a real Hollywood thing. I was in a bar, a really popular little watering hole in LA called Delilah, and I'm walking to my table and some young kid tapped me on the shoulder. It's like, I think he was on a date. It's like, hey man, can I show you something? He showed me his phone. And he has the poster of Hook as his screensaver. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Bang right. You know, he's like, no, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, go to my table. He's like, no, but this is important. I gotta talk to you. Like, I need to tell you about this movie. And I'm like, all right. Come to my table. We end up going to the table with a few shots of Patron. And
That's always, that helps
yeah.
every conversation.
And this young director, this kid named Jonah Feingold, 25-year-old USC film school grad, ditches his date for a little bit.
I'll be right back, babe.
Yeah, he starts pitching me this whole idea about Rufio, this whole thing he wants to shoot. I kind of knew his agent he was working with, and so I was like, well, let's have lunch. And we ended up having a lunch, and he had this little script about we want to do this short film, and I called the writer who's in front of my J.B. Hart. A lot of us say, hey, we just got a kick out of the new generation of artists being inspired by something we did over 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And part of the process and part of the whole cycle of life, of this stuff, especially being artists, is really supporting the next generation and really going, wow, you all just keep going with it, let's go. So we got that, we produced it for them, and worked with the new generation. So that really inspired a lot of people in the industry. That film is being shot in Hollywood right now.
Did you get to play Rufio in it?
No, I played, that's what
That was my question.
No, we pitched that before back to Kenny, and the people did Hook, and they were like, "Are you playing Rufio?" I'm like, "No, I'm not playing Rufio." They were looking at me like, "You could maybe still." I'm like, "You guys are out of your mind." No, we got a young kid to play the character, so we'll see where the project goes. Of course, it's a very big, as far as budget-wise, project, and there's a lot of different companies involved in the IP, from Sony to Peter Pan Foundation, so it's a little bit of a chess match.
So I mean, it sounds like a lot of where you're at is trying to inspire and give back to the younger generation and kind of give some tidbits or help along the way.
Yeah.
And what if I'm not, but if I'm like 15 to 20, I'm like, you know, I want to get into acting or producing or doing something, like what tips do you have as a seasoned veteran of both child acting and missing some of the pitfalls, and then here as an adult still sticking with it? Because I mean, a lot of child actors we have millions of Fall from Grace stories, but I mean, you kind of kept the drive going and kept moving.
You know, it's a lifestyle. You know, like I told you, there's a quick poem I wrote called Advice to the Young Artist. Seek out and study what a master in your after greatness. The aim is to impact the world, be the catalyst for changes, to get what your name is. You should want to be good more than you want to be famous. Ooh. So I mean, that's a quick little concept, but what actors always, and artists, like I said, a lot of artists in the past, whether you get fame or fortune, sometimes it's neither here nor there, or you don't really have power over that sometimes. What you keep striving to do is be creative, you know? Be creative, like, get good at what you do. There's a lot of luck in anything in this industry, but the better you get, sometimes the luckier you get. So I always explain to people that it is a job, and you have to learn the business aspects of the job, and as you go along, you know, you want to get paid, you know, rightfully, honorably for the work that we do. But at the same token, it's not a job because it's a lifestyle that we live. You know what I'm saying? We live this life that is we're not regular people. You know what I'm saying? We're out here and we value things different than other people. And there's people in our lives, whether they're our parents, our best friends, our brothers or sisters. Sometimes they're looking at us and they're like, they don't get it. You know, we stay up all night to do a costume. We'll stay up all night to write a poem or a song, to learn, play, to to write some things that and a lot of people in our lives don't really understand. But what they don't understand, what you have to understand is that's okay, because in a lot of ways, in the realest ways, we're wizards and they're muggles. And that's fine. That's not. There's no reason to love them any less. It's just that they're never going to understand why some things are so important to us and they have no value to them, and vice versa. There's certain things that they have that's like, I really don't care about that. But if you understand that we are actually wizards, whether you're making money doing it or not, what we do is magical. You know what I'm saying? What we do has the ability to impact the world in a way just as significant as a doctor or a lawyer or whatnot. We're just in that other realm, and it is important. And you come to places like this, and you commune with people like this because we get it. That's what we do. But when you get back into the real world and you're running levels, don't let it discourage you too much. Don't let it discourage you too much.
I mean, you do a lot of cons,
Yeah.
and you see a lot of cosplay. Are there any characters you're like, you know, I want to cosplay this person? I want to be whatever this version.
Yeah, I cosplayed a little. I've cosplayed some of my characters, which is fun. Which is pretty wild. And I get to do, like I have a company, an events company. We do because I didn't grow up in the Comic-Con scene. I grew up in the LA club scene, and so I'm a club kid, LA club kid. So when I started getting popular in the con scene, I brought some of my club guys to the con. We're like, look, we didn't grow up like this, but this is an awesome world. It's an awesome community. What should we do? And we started throwing clubs for the cosplayers and for the con.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we threw some of the, I like to maybe throw the best cosplay clubs. We did like opening parties for San Diego Comic-Con for a few years. The last 2 years we did Salt Lake City Comic-Con. We've done stuff at NYCC. We've done stuff at, we've just done going around. So now we're going to do a tour, and I'll come out DJ Rufio will come out, and I'll have a show with cosplayers and black celebrities. But as far as cosplay, I've cosplayed Zuko, I've cosplayed Rufio. If I were to cosplay things that I like growing up, first of all, I probably want to be comfortable, because it's
fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we think about when we're like, we should cosplay something. Like, I don't know if I got that outfit in me.
Yeah. I wore a Deadpool spandex on our first year of podcasting, and we were trying to do interviews, and like, no joke, at one point I was like, get me out of this. Get me out. I'm like sweating.
I zipped them and unzipped them like we were married.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. People interviewing were looking at us like, what's up with these two?
We have to learn more about fabric to figure out. What's more, I try to make my pants for Zuko, and it was hard.
Cosplaying's not easy.
The pants are, I don't get it.
How does this work?
You're like going, I measured it right, and these do not fit
Like my wonders on you.
at all. But I would cosplay, I don't know. I like Mega Man. Mega Man, I see some cool Mega Man.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd cosplay all the stuff that I'm nostalgic over. I think, Thundercats would be cool, but that'd be hard to cosplay.
Right.
You and your crew could pull. I mean, you put your crew together. I mean,
Yeah.
Petro, Shatara,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Lionel.
I saw some cool Transformers.
The Transformers ones are pretty
I
cool.
was at this one Comic-Con with a whole mob of these Transformers, the duct tape Transformers, and it was all just cardboard box of duct tape, but it was so good.
It was just
And
all
there was like
fine.
20 of them. duct tape Transformers, and they were so ill. You're like, yeah, I wonder if I could. I wasn't good at geometry. Every design is so brilliant when you see some of these cosplayers. It's the brilliance of doing art in 3D and really making these things come to life. It's fascinating.
Have you ever cosplayed as Rufio and somebody compliments you, not realizing it's you? Like, you look just like Rufio, and you're like, yeah, I do. Dang right I do.
No, we did do, for the 25th anniversary, I did a DJ a night, and we did, and I came out as Rufio, and then we did a food fight in the club.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is awesome, but then afterwards, we were like, damn, this is, I don't think the club understood.
I'm never inviting these guys back. They're just throwing
They were
food
like,
everywhere.
oh my god, this was the worst idea in the world.
Why did we do that?
I didn't see that. It was cool, but
But the check cleared before you showed
check
up,
clear.
right?
That's all that really
like,
matters.
later, hope you had a good time.
So I think we only got about 10 more minutes, but there's a lot of people in here, and I'm assuming that some people have some questions.
Questions?
So for Avatar: The Last Airbender, how did you get the role Zuko, and did you were you applying for a certain role or just any role in general on that show?
I remember my memory of getting Zuko. I actually was in the middle of doing Jake Long, the American Dragon, for Disney. Yeah, shout out to Jake Long. And actually, me and May were doing that. May plays guitar. We were actually doing Jake Long together all at the same time. We did both shows at the same time at a period, but I remember we both she was playing Rose on Jake Long, and we both got the audition to go to Nickelodeon to do that, to do the other one. But I remember I got the script, and they're like, go to Nickelodeon, and you get this part. When you get the script, they give you like a script, and they give you a picture of the character, right? And at that time, the character, of course, early Zuko, there's a picture of this like really angry, bald-headed kid. Let me tell. And it's scarred. I was like, who is this? It's like Zuko. And I remember going into Nickelodeon. If you go to, especially at that time, Nickelodeon Burbank, which all the studios are at Burbank, right? And Nickelodeon, their studio at that time especially, was this big white building, this big orange letter that says Nickelodeon, and then the top building is just slime, green slime on the building, like double dare slime.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the physical challenge.
I want to be on that show so bad.
And then you walk in to the studios, and all these big murals of SpongeBob and like Cat Dog and like all these like real classic Nickelodeon things, and then they give you this script that's like, again, this anime-inspired Asian epic tale, and you're like, this is not Nickelodeon. Yeah, I'm like looking at it going, well, this ain't gonna work. This is super weird.
This is not Funimation.
Like, this is definitely not, yeah. And so, reading for it, I just thought I was gonna be the bad guy, which I thought was cool too, because I'm like, oh, I'm this good guy in Disney, I'll just be this bad guy on Nickelodeon. And this show's not gonna go anyway, because this is not SpongeBob.
This is not gonna
It's
stick.
gonna last 3 episodes. And then
Exactly.
We're getting canceled.
Exactly. And they ended up offering the role, and we ended up doing it, and it just became this phenomenal hit, and I don't think any of us really understood the impact it was gonna have, you know, on your generation, on the generation of watchers. So it just reminds me, like, don't judge a book by its cover. And we don't know, like, you don't know so much, you know? Don't know so much.
Yeah, another one over here.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about Avatar Airbender?
And follow up, are you going to be a part of the Netflix series?
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited when they announced that, because I remember when we did it.
There we go.
Oh,
Give you some
I don't even know if I was on. I'm excited that they announced it, mostly because I was around when they were doing, you know, the other live action thing.
We don't speak.
So we don't speak about that. It's the Voldemort movie. That's the movie that showed up.
That's like the Dragon Ball Z live action.
Yes.
That's the most painful thing I've ever
And it's
seen.
hard. I mean, no disrespect to M. Night. It's just hard to make a movie. So, you know. But
He's redeeming himself.
yeah, he's redeeming himself.
Glass looks good.
Glass looks awesome. I love Unbreakable. Split was cool. So, you know, we'll see.
James McAvoy just swole as
Yeah.
can be right now. Like, he's
Right.
eating.
But I'm excited because Mike and Brian didn't have a lot to do with the film, and I talked to them about that. So I'm really fascinated how they're going to go about doing the live action series. And it's been a lot of years, so it's going to be interesting, their take on. They never do anything as regulars. You know, when they did Korra, they pushed the world way further than anyone thought they would do, and I love that about them. So I'm really excited about that. And as far as my favorite part of being my favorite thing about being a part of the Avatar Last Airbender franchises, you know, like I said, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love Harry Potter, and I love these really rich worlds, right? And these amazing franchises or IPs or however you want to look at them. And then to be a part of one from Jump Street is fascinating. Because again, you start out and you're like, this show, and you're like, I don't even know if this show's going to go. We audition for a lot of things. There's a lot of things that, as actors in Hollywood, we do. Some stuff, they don't even make it past, you know, we do like, do a pilot, and they made you do a pilot. It seems so good, it never even makes it past pilot form. And there's certain things you do for maybe a few episodes, and they just don't have the impact of certain things in the world. You don't get to see the world that gets made because it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't go that far. But when you're a part of something like Avatar, it becomes this thing. It becomes like in its own little way, like, you know, we're in the middle of doing it. I didn't even know, I thought it was a cartoon for kids, like whatever. And I remember doing a show, and the adults on the show started talking about the show. And I was like, you guys watch Avatar? Like, yeah. Like, oh my God. And then I was at Sundance, and I ran into Jason Isaacs, who plays, you know, everything. But he also plays General Zhao on the show. He's like, Dante, that cartoon we did. He was like, I was just like, I'm like blown away about how it becomes this thing. And like I said, it becomes like its own, like all of a sudden, like, oh my God, is this like the new Star Wars? And you're like, oh my God, who am I? Am I like, you know, like so popular, like, am I like Han Solo? What's going on? So that's the greatest, you know, one of those greatest feelings is like being, you know, you get fulfilling your childhood dreams and being a part of these really massive, detailed worlds that a lot of people buy into.
And we got a link over here.
Link, what's up?
Going back to the live action film, what did you think of M. Night Shyamalan playing as Zuko?
I mean, again, I would never say anything bad about the movie because people filming this. And I've actually never seen the film, and I've never seen the film. I will watch the film. I think I'm gonna watch the film with fans on my Twitch channel because we've been watching all the Avatar stuff, and we're gonna watch Chorus in between. I think we're just gonna watch it. We're gonna do a drinking game.
We're happy to participate.
Yeah, we did a live reaction. We do like the live watching, like half screen, half.
I won't judge if your face looks like this the entire time.
What's going on? No, but I love Dev Patel as an actor. You know, Dev's awesome. So, it's just one of those perfect storms. It was like Slumdog Millionaire won the Oscar that year for Best Film. The way the channel works is, part of the luck is not just getting it done, it's part of the timing when things get done and how things get done. And so, and I tell people, like, let's not be too hard on M. Night, because it is hard to make a good movie. Especially, I always tell people, just think of how many good movies you saw last year and how many movies came out. So it's like, it is hard to make a good film, so sometimes these things happen.
Yeah.
But hopefully there's gonna be some redemption in the Netflix series.
Well, Netflix is a very solid, you can trust Netflix.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah.
What's your Hogwarts house?
I was gonna ask him that.
I'm a Gryffindor. Gryffindor all day. Definitely a Gryffindor. Any Gryffindors in the house? This is how it works out. Okay.
I'd be Slytherin, I'm sorry.
I can see that also. but the way I look at it is Fire Nation, Gryffindor, same colors. But then you run into problems because you become a Lannister.
Lannister always pays the debts.
Well then, if we're tapping into this, what house Game of Thrones?
A Lannister. I'll be a Lannister.
Still sticking with it?
Yeah. Hey, there's-
But would you be Jamie,
Yeah,
the bad guy going to
Jamie has a
good?
lot of Zuko. Jamie has a lot of Zuko. There's Azula. I mean, there's incest there.
Jamie's become a lot more of a redeeming character.
Totally.
You take the
I
stick
know.
with his
Zuko
sister
has an
out of
eye,
it.
Jamie has a hand. There's a lot going on. I mean, he does have an Azula. Definitely has an Azula. Yes.
Nice lady in the back.
What was your favorite scene or point in the whole Avatar timeline?
It changes as I'm watching it now. There's certain things that jump out. I always love the scene in Boston City when Zuko goes on a date. It's really cool because he's like his whole thing. He's like this angsty guy chasing the Avatar, which is cool. But there's a moment where he just gets to be like a kid on a date. It's kind of cool. And then you're like, what happened to that girl, Zuko? Where's she at?
Where'd she go?
I mean, he
Obviously
cheats a
didn't go
little.
very
He can
well.
like fire bend, like close your eyes and let the fire in the spell. Like we'd be all doing a lot better.
Right.
With fire.
All right, we got like 3 minutes. I think these guys, one of these two is first. So we'll knock
2,
these three out.
And
I
then
think
those 3 questions will be done.
Awesome.
All right, so during recording for Avatar, did you get to work with Mark Hamill?
Oh yeah, man, Mark Hamill, amazing. Again, I'm a Star Wars fan. You know what I'm saying? So when we did that, and I mean, I tell this story on my YouTube, and now you tell the story so much. This is how I remember it. I don't freaking know. So we go in, and we usually do the show together a lot, right? As far as the whole cast, like Jack and May, myself, Michael. That particular episode, they weren't really the episode. I walked into the studios in Burbank alone, and my memory is it was a later session. And it was like rainy. It's kind of a dark night. And then you walk in, and then the director, world-renowned director, Andrea Romano, she's like, Mark's gonna play your dad, Ozai, right? Okay, Mark, I don't know. And then like the door opens, and I swear like the mist came in.
you made that Prince entrance.
Yeah, and then the guy's wearing all black. Yeah, I know he was wearing all black. And he just kind of floats in. It's like, and in my mind, I'm like, that's Mark Hamill.
Freaking out, right?
Yeah, but like real quiet. We're
Professional
we're
actors.
professional
You can't
repairers.
fanboy.
I'm like, oh my God, that's Mark Hamill. And then he's like, cool. And then we go into it. When you remember all these scenes, it's like, we're doing the Agni Kai, right? And we're fighting and yelling at each other. And I'm saying lines like, Father, no! No, Father! And he like scars me and like, it was intense. And then he just kind of like floats away. And then I just remember sitting down, and I was like, I just did the Vader Skywalker scene. Mark Hamill. And I was Skywalker, he was Vader. It was like one of the most surreal moments of my career. I was just like, that's crazy.
That's a good one.
And since then, he's become a good friend.
All right, so my question is some of your lesser known stuff, like with Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
I know you've been a returning character in Camp
On Camp,
Series.
yeah.
Are you going to continue to do that?
Oh, yeah, I've done a few seasons now with them. I love Rooster Teeth. They're such an innovative and creative camp out of Austin, Texas. So doing Snake is great. That show's awesome. And one of my favorite things actually with Rooster Teeth is kind of I did a thing with them. I did a whole Dungeons and Dragons campaign with them, like an 8-week campaign. And I had not played Dungeons and Dragons in years.
What's your class?
I was a dragon.
Oh, you were part of Heroes and Halflings?
One of those things.
One of those things.
And I didn't know what I was doing. Half the time I'm like, yo, am I still alive? Like, what do I got to roll? What happens here? You know?
What's my
Is
fast?
it my thing? What am I going for? That was great. And then, but one of my favorite things is then when I go to Austin, I can play games with achievement hunters.
Yeah, I saw
And
it.
achievement hunters are crazy dudes.
We're all
They're not even
comics.
good at the games that they play. Which I love, because I suck too. So I hope in the upcoming year I can do some more stuff with Mr. G.
And last question.
Last question.
Yeah, did you ever get a chance to help like write some of the stories with Avatar as like the season progressed?
No, I don't. No, we're actors. They don't really let us write, but what they do, I think, well, early on in the process, they would just bring cameras, and a lot of times they do this now also with a lot of voice acting. They bring cameras and they really are filming the way you're acting out the roles, because that can help influence the character building and the way that they're animating. And who knows? I mean, because the process has happened over years, and you're just with the creators the whole time. Hopefully, the symbiotic relationship is just kind of like everyone's influencing each other, but I would not give myself credit for writing that. I'm just following Mikey Bryan's lead on that for sure.
All right. Thank you, everybody,
Thank
for
you guys so
coming. This
much.
next one.